Just a quick note on the previous video where I was talking about my girlfriend that started to forget, where I suggested that she should learn another language and so on. The point of that was, because then I got to talking and I derailed from the topic. I was talking how the past is a story, uh, and we keeping the trauma and we keeping our problems going and our limitations going by repeating a certain story. So when I suggested to her that she forgets a little bit too much, and I noticed literally she forgets like important things and so on. Literally, her mind is just not connecting. I suggested that she learns another language or stimulates her brain. Immediately, she started her story. Immediately, she started to download. Oh, well, I had a lot of operations and I had a lot of anesthetic and I'm like, okay, why do you do this? You just gave yourself a story to allow yourself to continue to go demented. That's a story. Where the fuck? I mean, there are people where half the brain is lost in an accident or an operation or whatever, and they can still recover through training. Consciousness is so anyway not in the brain, but you have to keep yourself stimulated. So instead of taking the option, she kept her story. But the anesthetics and whatever operations, that's just a freaking excuse of a past that she can change by rewriting the story or simply not believing the bullshit she was throwing out. But instead of looking at the solution and accepting a solution or considering even a solution for her benefit, she's more than comfortable going to develop Alzheimer's. Um, that's what I'm saying. I've noticed so many times that, and this is another reason why I don't want to post anymore. I noticed so many times when, because a lot of people are, I said before, I create a lot of magic, and whatever I decide my life to be, that's what my life is. So I don't have to work for a living. I don't have to earn my living that does not exist in my reality. I don't accept that. This is not the system that I chose. I don't like it, so I changed it. So, but that's very hard to explain to somebody else. But even if I try, oh, but I can't because of this, because of this. And all this story that they throw at me, all those excuses are a repeat of some past that they literally play like a broken record. They accept that offer. Life past is over. If you survived whatever it was, that means it's gone, it's over. The fact that you live in the trauma of it is because you don't realize that the past is the flexible part. And the past can be rewritten with a new story. The future creates the now. There is a future that's dragging you somewhere, is trying to get you somewhere. Now you can go kicking and screaming, you can reject it, and so even with this example with the forgetful friend, the simple fact that I'm in her life, there is a future that's giving her the option to create a better self. There is a future that is trying to get her somewhere, and I'm there to mention, hey, you're forgetting shit. Instead of her taking that future, so she could develop into a very cool older woman. An older woman that can be an elder, not a demented idiot that has to be parked in some nursing home. And like so many of the elders now, completely useless. There are societies where the grandparents and so on, they're used by the family. They are a part of the family. They work the land, they stay with the kids, but you render yourself absolutely useless by the choices that you make. You take yourself out of circulation willingly. So there is a future that is calling her. The simple fact that she's forgetting is like it's like there's a future that's calling her to a bigger self. No, she puts the brakes in by telling me, oh, I had a lot of operations and oh, I'm old now. She's 2 years older than me. What the fuck old? 54 is not fucking old. So these are the choices that you can go retrocausal or you can go the normal way. Oh, my past is creating my now, and look at my excuses and look at my excuse. I don't give a fuck about your excuses. You choose to in another couple of years to be demented. I can choose that too, because I can tell also a ton of stories why this, that, and the other. So you can either keep the story or you can realize time is retrocausal. There is a future that's putting in front of you a new frog. What you do with that frog, it's up to you. So you can eat it, you can leave it for another day, then tomorrow will be two frogs. But as far as the there's always a better future waiting for you. Whether you go there or not depends on this moment here. Do you take the fact that you forget as, oh, poor me, oh, well, this is the sign of getting old, it's just gonna get worse? Is this the offer you accept? Or do you believe you live in a friendly universe that's trying to get you to a better self, and this is a signal that it's time for you to learn another fucking language or do something that's stimulating your lazy fucking brain, that's thinking only what to cook for dinner and what to share tomorrow? So the future is always calling for a better self, including this concept of censorship. Stop with throwing shit and start doing your benediction. I'm glad they're doing the censorship, and I'm glad that a whole bunch of shit will not be allowed to be talked about. Because the only way, yeah, be conscious of what's happening, be conscious of the frog on your fucking plate, but stop playing victim to it. Understand that there is a benevolent future that's trying to make a better you, and that better you cannot come with you throwing shit that someone threw at you, throwing it further. That's what bitching does. The only way to go to that future that is benevolent, in a universe that's benevolent, absolutely every bit of every single frog, it's an opportunity to make it into a prince. But instead of kicking it, you have to kiss it. So something is happening. Stop the excuses why it's happening and giving yourself, oh, oh, you have all the reasons to be demented in 2 years. No, you fucking, oh, look, they're spraying aluminium and that and that and that and that. So what? Don't accept that offer. It's mind over matter. Consciousness is not in the brain anyway. That's been demonstrated so many times. Consciousness is not in the brain, and it's in the ether around. Okay? So change this victim mentality. Understand that the future self is giving you your today to choose a bigger you. And as I said, again, with all the respect to truth thing and truthers and so on, the future we want will not be built with the bitching. Look what they're doing. Look what they're doing. Oh, and they did that, and they're doing that, and they're hiding that, and they're spraying that, and they're injecting that, and they're. Don't worry about what they're doing. Worry about what you do with what's happening. Because you have dominion over reality, and you have dominion over your own reality. So That is scripture. That is, you have dominion over your life. So instead of giving yourself the reasons why you can't, forget those reasons. Rewrite that story that you tell yourself as a reason to stay in the victim, because in life there are no victims, just volunteers. It's as simple as that. In life there are no victims, just volunteers. And you have to understand that the future is calling for a bigger, better you, and that bigger, better you cannot be created with you giving yourself reasons why you can't get there. Literally, the moment I suggested do that, do that, do that, do that, she had a no to every single option. Yeah, then go stupid. What the fuck do I care? No skin off my nose. But that was the point that I forgot to make. I derailed. I Because there's so many. I haven't spoken in a long time, and there's so much I want to say. But again, like, I don't think that what I found out has usefulness for anyone other than me. And you can see this with synchronicities. Look how many synchronicities happen in your life. That's where you see how minutely your life is managed. Literally, it's like you have your own personal video game player, and it's setting, like, how many times don't I just hear something through my headphones, and in the next moment, whatever is said through my headphones appears on TV that's on mute? How many times? How many times such minute details are being arranged that create the synchronicities of my day to day? So there is clear magic around. You choose to ignore it. Okay, again, not my problem. I can't convince you. I don't care to convince anyone of anything because it's not my path. So, but this is very, very important to understand retrocausality. There is a future that has your best interest at heart. Now, I still can't reconcile why this future, like, I'm not totally following it blindly and so on. I literally follow the rule of least resistance. What's more fun? Why? Because at the same time that I believe that there is a place, something is calling me to a better me, I'm still fucked off about the fact that why was I sent here as a lesser? Why do I have to make the effort to get to a better me that this future is calling me to? How is that my job? Who the fuck died and put someone in charge? So this instinct that's guiding me, that I used to trust implicitly and so on, I'm now a little bit like, okay, I see what you're doing. I see that tomorrow wants this to happen, so it's giving me my today. So I totally remain in my retrocausal concept of reality, okay? But I still have a problem to why do I have to get there in the first place? Why am I lesser? Why do I have to get from here there? Who decided that? Why would I be born to do the plan and the game of something that's guiding me? Who the fuck is this thing that's guiding me? And why should it guide me? When it has plans for a better future, why didn't it start off better? Like, here is where I am now a little bit more argumentative against my own theory of how reality works. Because, okay, yeah, I see. There's a better future, wants me to. Okay, so why couldn't you start off with a better system? Why do you have to send me all this fucking trickery every day that I have to figure out so I can get somewhere where you want me to get? Who the fuck are you again? So this is when I made the decision that no matter what it is, no matter how I would look at life, past, present, future, or future, present, past, regardless of that, I still now question if it takes effort or if it takes, oh, well, you have to strive. For whom? Oh, this future self has the best intentions. Okay, and were you asleep at the wheel that you sent me into a place where I have to get from here there? Why can't I be already there? So that's why I'm at the point now where I've taken my hands off the wheel even more, because again, with the Severance show, it's like, why should I do the work for someone that's sitting somewhere organizing synchronicities and putting signposts so I can follow? Are you fucking kidding me? So I had a few months where when I figured this whole thing out, I was like, yeah, no, regardless where you want me to go, where you want me to arrive to, what you want me to become, you have to show yourself. And if the work that I'm supposed to do, it's not fun or it's effort, I'm not playing. You can kill the avatar, you can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm not your bitch. That's me and my instinct or my inner self or my higher self or whatever. This thing that's giving me the future, the synchronicities, the that created up to now all my theory of reality and so on. This I'm taking now to question. Like even in this example with this girl, with this friend of mine. Okay, yeah, she should learn or she should do something so she doesn't continue to lose her memory. So her future self is calling to a better self. Okay, this future self that's calling her to a better self, why did it create it that her brain is deteriorating in the first place? And yeah, she put the brakes on and she said, no, I don't feel like learning anything and so on. Okay, thing is that she's accepting the other story that because she's forgetting, that means she's going to end up losing her mind and being demented. And so she's creating a reality that she could create another reality. So with her belief system, but at the same time, I understand her as well. But why would I be in an avatar that now I need to take time to learn a fucking another language? All I want to do is cook and not think of anything. So the fact that I'm forgetting, why the fuck am I sent into an avatar that has to go through that? So I've been having this dilemma as well, and I've been having this fight with whoever's driving this avatar, the higher consciousness bit, the outie, because I'm not feeling I can trust it anymore. I'm feeling a little bit played, and I have to come to terms. I have to integrate my new understanding of things into such a way that it serves me, because I don't accept to take any breath to keep no avatar alive. I'm not accepting to take any breath unless it's fun, unless I'm having a good time, unless it's on my terms. I'm not playing no one's game on bad terms. So that is my rule. It's either fun or I'm not playing. So I don't accept that age is gonna do this. No, I still want to go dancing. I'm still wearing high heels. I still have blue hair. I still, mm, mm-mm. But I don't accept effort. I don't accept doing things. So that's what I suggested even to my friend. I said, okay, you don't want to learn English, but you still have to think of a way either to rewrite this victim story. Oh, I had so many anesthetics and la 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 because of my operations and so on. You either have to change that story and say, oh, I just forgot that for the moment or whatever. But your choice, this is the moment of choice, whether you go demented or that you don't. This is the moment of choice, and you have to be conscious of that. But the fact that it has to be fun, so you have to find a fun way. So if learning English is something that doesn't stimulate you, doesn't get you excited, doesn't seem like fun to you, I fully understand. I don't believe you should do it if it's not fun either. But either you do something to train your mind, or you rewrite your victim story and you change it from victim into non-victim, or accept that you're going to be demented. But yeah, I'm having a little bit of existential crisis regarding this avatar and who drives it and integrating that. I'm not yet at the point of full integration. I'm still seeing two. I'm still seeing duality. I'm not polarized yet. So yeah. Anyway, enough.